We're following breaking weather coverage from the Twin Cities. Check this out. They're dealing with serious storm damage this morning after high winds blew through. Burnsville police are reporting large trees uprooted and power lines down all around town.
We're also just getting word that two Sun Country airplanes at the Minneapolis International Airport in Bloomington, they smashed into the jet bridges. 80,000 people are reportedly without power as crews try to clean up. Stay with us here throughout the day as we follow this story.
And we have new information this morning on the murder of 4 Minnesotans that we first told you about this week. One suspect is now in custody, but police are still scrambling to find another man who they warn is armed and dangerous. A 56-year-old man was arrested by St. Paul police. Authorities say they're still looking for 38-year-old Antone Suggs, who's believed to be in the Twin Cities area.
And now 4 people were found dead Sunday afternoon in a western Wisconsin farm field, all from gunshot wounds. Police say there is surveillance video of at least one suspect talking to a victim at a St. Paul bar on Saturday, but the motives in these murders is still a mystery. Today, there could be some big news. An FDA advisory committee is expected to vote on whether to recommend a booster shot for Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine.
Studies have suggested a third Pfizer or Moderna dose could offer significant protection against serious COVID illnesses. But some experts believe it's too early to offer boosters to the general public. And
Sanford Health is now offering several options starting this weekend to get the flu shot and that COVID shot. It's the perfect time to do a double dose if you wanted to.
The Valley Today's Brian Sherrod joins us live this morning with more. Good morning, Brian.
And good morning, Jordan, Lisa. That's exactly right. You can come here to get a flu shot or COVID-19 vaccination. And I'll actually be getting my flu shot this morning with Sarah here. Thank you again for
Yeah, you're welcome.
Morning. So I guess as we're getting our flu shot and getting ready, what should we know about getting the flu shot?
Just know that, you might have a little bit of a sore arm a little bit later on, but just make sure to use that arm. Possible side effects are going to be any flu-like symptoms, which the sheet will explain to you, but you can take Tylenol or ibuprofen if you need to, just for some of those aches and pains, but that's pretty much about it.
Perfect. So I know I'm ready to get whenever you are.
I'm ready.
And
Let's do it.
While you're talking to me, for people who are, let's say, nervous about needles,
yeah,
what are some of those ways that they can, feel more at ease?
Absolutely. Best thing to do is just to take a deep breath and just breathe and look the other way. That's a lot of times a really good thing, just to not look directly at it. And then just know that we're as gentle as we can be and we go as fast as we can be. And breathing is definitely going to keep your mind off of it. So.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Roll my sleeve up,
you bet.
Perfect.
All right.
So make sure to put on a short sleeve to make it easy.
Oh, this will work. This is perfect. And I'll just have you rest the arm down for me. There you go.
And I'll take the tip you just told me as well.
Excellent. I'm just going to feel here for the landmarks. Make sure that we get that nice into the muscle there.
I forget how wet that feels.
Yeah, let's make sure it's nice and clean for you. All right. So, Brian, we are giving you the regular dose of the flu shot.
People are getting themselves ready to also, get a flu shot or a COVID-19 vaccination shot as well. What should they know as they're getting themselves set up?
Know that you'll want to get a appointment ready for safety purposes, especially with our drive-through events. You want to have your appointment set up, and that way we can ensure that we do have enough vaccine there, and that there will be a safe flow of traffic as well.
Well, perfect. Of course. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning, and also giving me a flu shot. I definitely appreciate that.
Good.
Everything we just mentioned can be found at valleynewslive.com. Jordan, Lisa, back to you.
And you didn't even flinch. So
yeah, no
screams
screams or anything there. I know those nurses, they really do a great job at this. So yeah. All right, Brian Sherrod reporting live. Thank you for keeping healthy here this morning.
Let's get a check now of our Finally Friday forecast. A cool start to our day, Nathan.
Yeah, cool start indeed, Lisa. 6:54 on this Friday morning. A beautiful look at the rising sun on our Luther Family Forward Sky Cam. The water tower there in the foreground and some beautiful colors there to join us on this Friday morning. But that wind is going to be cool for this afternoon as we have northwest wind bringing some high pressure in from Canada. We're seeing some west winds at this time around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wind gusts are starting to pick up around 15 to 20 miles per hour, but we do expect, of course, that wind to be a factor for us continuing through the afternoon. Out the door this morning, we have those 40s for most everybody with some low 50s in the warm spots like 52 in Detroit Lakes, 51 in Jamestown, but 49 out the door this morning in Fargo and Grand Forks. Still not completely sold on that 41 in Langdon. I think it's upper 40s for our friends in the Langdon area at this time. I think there's a sensor issue there this morning. So here's how things look. Satellite radar, things are quiet, maybe a few passing clouds in our far southwestern neighborhoods, but by and large impacts this morning very minimal. At the bus stop this morning, 52 degrees, so a cool start for the kiddos at the morning bus stop. It'll be a pleasant afternoon, but it will be breezy. Northwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, so maybe have the jacket all day long for the kiddos when they're going off to school and when they're on their way home, but expecting plenty of sunshine through the afternoon. You can see by 9 o'clock those 40s and 50s warming into the 50s and 60s by lunchtime. You can see plenty of sun, gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour at times by the afternoon, 60s for everybody. For those high temperatures, may be able to see some low 70s in our far southern neighborhoods, but I think that northwest wind will be punching far enough south to where everybody, even in the Sisseton Hills, seeing those 60s for those high temperatures. By the evening commute, a few passing clouds here or there. The wind does calm down in time for those Friday night football games, but notice 50s and 60s for those temperatures around 7 o'clock. So maybe a jacket and a blanket, Jordan and Lisa, for those folks enjoying some hometown football for this Friday. But for the weekend, good news, 70s for Saturday, 80s to near 90 for Sunday.
I think I'm going to get the slip and slide out, the sprinklers.
Yeah,
time.
it's going to be a good time. So before you put it away, hopefully you haven't done that yet.
Right.
Nathan Hopper, thank you this morning. As North Dakota's COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations continue to rise, the burden on nurses does as well, and it's impacting how many are now willing and able to care for patients in the state. Sanford officials now say Fargo alone could use up to 300 more nurses.
The president of the state's nursing association says the worker crisis is likely going to get worse before it gets better.
The capacities are high, the sick people are getting sicker, we're filling up beds quicker and quicker. Nurses are just ending it because they can't take much more.
150 traveled nurses have been hired in Fargo to help. Sanford says it's offering increased wages, sign-on bonuses, and other perks to attract more potential employees. A North Dakota district judge is facing a drunk driving charge after allegedly crashing into two parked cars in downtown Fargo. Police say South Central Judicial District Judge Sherry Clark was arrested after officers responded to a report of a crash right around midnight on Saturday.
Now, Clark is based in Jamestown, and she is a former assistant Cass County State's attorney. West Fargo schools are asking for information about the theft of district property. It's linked to a viral TikTok challenge, which prompts students to steal from their schools.
The challenge is called the Devious Lick, and it surfaced last month. Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead school officials say they've all had recent thefts, and they blame this viral challenge. At Cheyenne High School in West Fargo, more than 20 soap dispensers are among the stolen items.
It's not just, oh, we're going to take it and it'll get replaced. It'll, it's funny, it's a joke, it's on TikTok, so it's not a big deal. But that their actions have consequences and they'll be held accountable for their actions.
TikTok has announced the Devious Lick videos are now being removed from that platform.
Okay, here's a sneak peek now of that new Amazon fulfillment center in North Fargo. If you've driven up there at all, you've noticed it. It's huge. It's set to open now on Sunday. 1.1 million square feet.
The place is just massive. The company is adding benefits to help their employees and making safety a top priority. As one of the presenters put it, to them it feels like Thanksgiving. They're just trying to get everything prepped for the big day. Hopefully they don't burn the turkey.
Despite the dry weather that we've seen over the last few months, outdoor experts say it should be a fairly normal season for hunters. The Minnesota DNR says deer in particular are resilient, and they know how to handle changing conditions.
While there has been a drop in water levels, many lakes and streams still have water for them to drink, but hunters should expect some slightly different behaviors from deer this year, as they might be going to other areas searching for more food and water.
Hunters might see that deer might be using the landscape a little bit differently than they would in perhaps other years. So they should just be more aware of where the forage and water resources are available on the landscape.
Hunters need to be mindful of as well about the drought conditions that are still a problem and local regulations while lighting fires and even driving through dry brush. 'Tis the season for the Haunted Farm, so get ready to scream. The popular Halloween spot in South Moorhead opens today and, of course, goes through Halloween night.
Now hours are 7 to 11 every Friday and Saturday. It's at 1947 130th Avenue South in Moorhead. And tonight, Night Bazaar in downtown Fargo is happening. Starts at 6 at Broadway Square.
It features food, art, and live music. The event is free and also family friendly.
Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question is 76% of people say they feel guilty about this.
The answer, I would be in this, throwing away food.
Oh, I will almost eat it even if it's old just because I feel so bad about it.
Hate when that happens. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start. But remember, the Valley Today rolls on. Join us right now for more live up-to-the-minute news and weather on the Fargo CW.
Have a good Friday, everyone.